Oh, it's time for the Dodongo Cavern. Oh, whoops, I hit pause. Wrong button.
Polygon issues.
Wrong button, wrong button.
Aye.
All right, so we're moving into the second dungeon. Look out here.
Whoa.
Yay, Death Mountain. So now you've moved.
That's a mountain?
Some of it.
All right.
Yeah, so moving in. This is the FAP portion of the guide that I'm slowly working on throughout the course of a month.
Yes,
But,
and we've all been roped into as well.
You all have to suffer through this.
I hope this won't detract me from
Henry
actually
Gilbert,
playing
I'm
it.
here.
Hi, Henry.
Oh, who's all with us? This is Brett again.
Christopher. See, Goody?
Go.
I thought it was Henry's turn.
No, I said
Henry went already.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hello.
We just had to interrupt our conversation about Snoopy, which is really sad.
I
Or
really
Peanut.
wanted to talk more about Snoopy.
We can. Did you know Charles Schultz hated the name Peanuts? Fucking hated it.
Why?
Where did that come from?
It was suggested. Like, he just didn't have anything at the time.
He was stuck with it for.
He stuck with it forever. Wasn't happy with it. It's kind of how I feel about Talk Radar. Like, it's
I suggested Talk
Oh,
Radar.
God.
Talk
Really?
Radario is pretty great.
You missed the platform.
I did.
I wanted
did.
broadcast,
Broadcast is good.
and then I wanted Hanky Snaky's Funtime Hanky Panky. And that- pretty good, right?
That's pretty much. I do miss doing Hank corners, though. I feel like
You're not. Still gotta work on getting you picked up.
there are vocal people online that want more Hank corners. But
That's on.
do I need to point this more? Or hello?
Yeah, I guess you're picking up better now.
All right.
We're fine.
So the first thing is head to the left.
Uh-huh.
And if I'm not mistaken, this would be the map.
And behold the secret of the ooze. Yes.
It's a map.
Oh wait, yeah. You say that like you don't have a guide open. Can I see that other magazine?
That's the one I'm using.
What's the other one underneath
Yeah,
it?
you got those two things there, buddy.
All right, I guess we
let's
have.
start with those.
We got
Can I
several
have
hours
some
to do this.
literature?
Oh please, Carolyn. Wait. Oh, destroyed Ganon.
So I printed out the instruction book to Zelda 1 and 2, which had a bit of story to
Yeah.
go along with it.
I like the art. They draw original Link like a very squat boy.
Yep.
Like, that's strange.
Shit, I got fucked up. Some
God,
stuff
really?
became unstapled.
So yeah, just run past these guys because they are not fucking around.
Who didn't collate?
Seriously, some have page numbers and some don't. Oh,
The ones
God.
with big pictures are all Zelda 2. I can say
Okay.
that.
So this, but it starts at how to destroy Ganon.
No, look at the next paragraph.
Okay. Those of you who have had trouble playing this game, read the story below. Read carefully. It has lots of useful hints. Carolyn, would you do the honors?
I can't read.
Yes, you can.
Contrary to popular beliefs. The lower left paragraph.
The lower.
Or rather, just that one.
Okay.
That's the beginning of the Zelda story, as far as I'm aware.
Yes.
Okay. When Impa gave Link the order to destroy Ganon, she also told him of the history of the land of Hyrule and the layout of the 9 underground secret labyrinths.
Yes.
These layouts should be somewhere in this booklet. Did you find them?
Oh dear. Oh, you will need a. Whoa. And
The Zelda manual is written like highlights
get
for
away.
kids' tactics. You don't want to hit that thing with a bomb, Elson. Maybe Z-target that thing. Get sure you hit it.
No, that's all right.
Oh god. Oh god.
I just need to do that. And now I can go in here.
Oh, look at that
Watch
disappearing dirt.
Shall I continue?
Oh, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Relying on what Impa had told him, Link has to somehow make his way to Death Mountain. Is that where we are? It
Well,
is.
yes,
wow,
but,
you found
but
it.
this is Ocarina of Time, so you go to Death Mountain a lot faster.
Link just might be able to find out where the mountain is by carefully studying where and when the monsters appear.
Get away.
In the forests and mountains, there are several caves, and in these caves, there live merchants who will sell Link useful items.
Yes.
As well as
I
buying
can verify
things here,
this.
Link can get his hands on other things where he can't. That he can't get elsewhere.
Come on, where the fuck do they all go?
You have to kill them.
No, but you can, rather than come back here when you get bombs, you can attack the bomb chew, the baby Dodongos, and they'll blow this up. And you can, there's a gold Skulltula in there.
Aww.
Skulltula, as was decided last time.
Count Skulltula.
But I'm just going to skip that.
You know, I forgot.
That's where it is, though.
Go touch those guys.
No.
Yeah. I was actually assuming that was going to spring to life and pounce you.
I've got another hint.
Ooh.
The entrances to the underground labyrinths are hidden all over the place. There are also some entrances that are really hard to find.
It's true.
hence the hiddenness of them.
There was. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no.
There was a bunch of stuff in Zelda that, like, I don't know how I knew about it. How did we know about, in the first Zelda, things that you slide over to open up a staircase? And how did people find out about that?
A friend probably told you.
Yeah, it was a.
I mean, were there directions in the game though to like?
No, well,
tell
Nintendo
someone?
Power was very clear, and there were a lot of guides, the official Nintendo Player's Guide, and there was just a lot of. And then, I mean, back then, word of mouth actually meant something for how to get through a game. It was like that's the only way. So we were also kids with nothing but time.
Yeah.
So people just started piecing things. That was me. Piecing things together. So there's these lizard people, Lizardolphos or something like that. They look really good, even to this day. I mean, that looks really nice. Lots of colors, polygons.
Did we talk about? This is one of the things in the Zelda demo that never came to fruition. Link was fighting one of these.
Yeah, for Zelda 64.
Zelda 64 or
no,
Wind
You
Waker
mean the
became.
GameCube one?
I think so.
No, the
one
GameCube. The GameCube one looked like.
You fight Ganondorf.
You fight or Knight or something like that.
No,
Yeah.
you fight a Stalfo,
It's like
the skeleton.
It was a high-res screen of Link fighting one of these, but the game eventually became Wind Waker. So that
yes.
was. I don't remember what we called that Zelda screen.
Whoa.
If it has a term.
That would be like, I think it would be called like Space World demo.
Yeah, Space World from 2000. Shoshin Kai.
That was what tricked you, and it was the fantasy world Wind Waker haters got to live in until Twilight Princess was released.
I'm sorry, Carolyn.
I have another hint.
Ooh, please.
Wait.
Carolyn, we're gonna need this hint.
It's a hint
Oh my God.
that pertains to combat.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Brett. Carry weapons such as boomerangs, etc., to match the enemy. This way.
Only when you find them eventually can you do that.
Brad, did you bring your boomerangs?
No, I don't have any yet.
This way, Link can proceed with the fight more effectively. The skill to switch over quickly to the treasure select screen.
Ooh.
Remember the sub-screen, question mark?
Yes.
And swiftly take out the treasures is really important. If
Wow.
you've got this skill, Link will be able to win through to the end.
Really win through to the end.
That is what the paper
Does
says.
that seem like a kinder, gentler instruction manual than what you're used to? I guess
Kinda.
they're always
Yeah.
kind of, because it's not dry even. But then occasionally I see like, you were in for the ride of your life, motherfucker. Like up in the SNES era, get ready to have your hats blown the fuck off. UN Squadron is coming at you.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Well, I think a lot of times it was just like a straight translation from the Japanese.
It does get a bit threatening at the end, though. It says the labyrinth level display is important. It shows Link the way. If Link does not fight in the right level order, level is capitalized, he might meet a miserable end at the end of the labyrinth.
A miserable end at the end.
Yeah. Don't rush forward too fast.
It's true.
dangerous. It is true.
You got to take the you got to do things in order. Even though the game kind of lets you just play around and go, and many of them you can do out of order.
It's kind of like you can't really do
Well,
it out of order.
Yeah,
because
there's a
it doesn't let
degree.
you.
Yeah, there's a degree where you can't. Like level 2, I think you could do before level 1 in the original Zelda. And even 3 you can get into. But 4 is the first one where you need, I think, the raft or the ladder to get to it. So yeah, you can't do it. Oh no! I bet it blows up.
I think evolution is pretty dumb if it made a beast like that.
If it made this
I don't
exploding
like it at all.
dinosaur.
A reptilian mouser. Thank you. It was tailor-made for you, Elsie.
I giggled.
Henry should have liked it.
I got
Did
it.
not, did
I
not.
got it. I like it. I love it.
What am I doing wrong?
I'm sorry. No, you're very funny.
Thanks, though.
You're very funny.
Oh, you stopped Butterworth now? That was pretty technically funny.
Oh, God,
Very
get away.
surprised.
No, come on. I don't want to be mean to Butters.
We were mean to him last night.
Oh, was he on the show
He
last
was
night?
on the show last night.
He was totally on the show.
I wondered
so
why
yeah, the
I
doors
wasn't-
closed, so you got to do this.
I wondered why I wasn't invited.
Oh no,
I
we
already
were
had Butters.
struggling to find out if we were going to be able to do it. Michael couldn't take us back. Oh, it was
Oh,
crazy.
right. You needed a driver. I
Mhm.
didn't even think of that.
We needed a car.
This isn't about Zelda, though.
No,
Um,
no.
Well, right
There's-
now I'm just doing this very basic, like, there's bars on the door.
This is very inside baseball.
We got to kill 3 of them and then light fire.
I
Speaking
gotta-
of which, if I can talk even more inside, Carolyn, did that company tell you no women?
Oh, the guy's email said no women.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Well, it said
Okay.
gamer dudes.
And then he said that they needed a gaming expert to appear on TV as an expert in their show, and that what they were looking for was a gamer dude, and then he just referred to the.
Wait, I love the part of the email. Hold on.
He.
I'm debating it, but where is it? Hold on.
And then you're back out in the main room now. Flip the switch that you couldn't reach before, which opens the door on the other side. Whoop. Avoid this dude again. Can I make it?
Ah, the last one. The last one in this TV invite. Physical appearance is not a major consideration.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
You don't even need to
As
hardly
long
have
as you're a
it.
dude.
At least I meet the qualifications now.
Be as
As a
hideous
person.
as you choose.
Yes. Now I'm gonna go get my lip waxed.
Ooh, this I thought was pretty cool back in the. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
When you
come
make all the things
Caroline.
explode, I mean, not this.
Yeah. First one, blow this door.
I remember something I thought was pretty cool about that happened a while ago when you first get the what was it, the Kokiri sword, your first sword. Like, I like that when you get it, like the head of the village sees you carrying the sword. He's like, he's not happy that you did it. He's just like, you stole our sword. What the heck?
Well, no, he tells you to go get it. He's
Oh,
like, go
okay.
get a sword, and he's like, I can't believe you got it. Then there's the compass, which now tells me, finally, I don't know why they think this is a fun element to introduce. It's like, not only do you not know what the level looks like, you don't know which direction you're going. And that's how you find the compass. And now finally I have a thing that tells me which direction. Oh, damn it. I probably have to blow these things up, don't I?
I should think so.
Oh, God. Why did I even come in here? There you go. Does that count? Will that work? Looks like it sort of did. Is he gonna flip out and blow up and... Yeah. God, I guess that counts.
There he goes.
There he goes, finally. Alright, so now
I wasn't paying attention to what's happening.
Good, don't.
So, what do you guys think of the split timeline theory of Zelda?
Could you explain it to me?
I barely understand it myself, but it all begins in Link to the Past. Well, though it really started with Wind Waker, because Wind Waker set up that there could be a timeline for Zelda. Then people tried to figure out what it could be.
Well, up to this point, they had said 2 follows 1 directly. Link to the Past is a direct prequel. Well, not a direct prequel, but it definitely takes place before 1 or 2.
In the same universe?
Yes. And then they said Ocarina is before even Link to the Past. And up to that point, that's all we really knew for sure. But Ocarina suggests that I'm not sure, but yeah, it's like adult Link goes to the future. Well, the adult Link stops Ganon in the future. So
there's a destroyed world.
But it's a destroyed world, whereas Child Link never has to deal with Ganon taking power. So there's two.
By putting back the Sword of Time, Ganon never is free.
And Skynet never goes up.
Right.
And by doing, and it's
there's a gold Skulltula up here as well.
It's pretty sad because by going back in time, he never gets to know Zelda. You know. That's sad.
You can totally climb on that.
When did Nintendo start even addressing this? Because I feel like
I feel like I only started hearing about it with Wind Waker.
Because Majora's Mask is young Link from this game continuing on. The ruined world hasn't happened, so that's a divergence right there. But then Wind Waker suggests that old Hyrule's been flooded because you go underneath it at the end. Oh shit! I got the wrong shield.
Right, you go underneath old Hyrule, which looks a lot like Ocarina Hyrule.
It kind of does.
Yeah, that's true.
But also in the game,
now you're not on fire anymore.
Also in Wind Waker, was the first time where they, the intro says there is a history of a dude wearing green saving the day and defeating the great evil Ganon.
Yeah.
I just don't think they.
But then Phantom Hourglass is a direct sequel to that.
And Phantom Hourglass is a definite continuity.
Yes, and Spirit Tracks is the next step.
And same with Link's Awakening is directly to Link to the Past as well.
Yes, but that barely counts.
Barely, yes. Well, at least in Majora's Mask, you have a moment pretty early on where he remembers meeting Princess Zelda and giving him the ocarina. and teaching him the Song of Time.
Careful
right,
down there.
but
Careful.
Where does
Careful.
Minish Cap and
It's actually
and
suggested.
Sword Quattro figure in?
It's. Oh God! Did you know there's things in here that will hurt you? Yeah, just watch out for the traps. They'll.
Are you visiting?
Is it? Jeez, George Costanza's mother,
George!
or Miss Potato Head,
Yeah.
as it were.
What's your theory on Minish Cap?
Minish Cap's been suggested to be the first game in the series.
Because he gets his hat first, right?
There's more than that, but yeah,
I
like
was
that's the
joking.
most ridiculous part of this
Well,
story.
I think a lot of it is just it's a very sweet way for fans are just reading a lot more into it. I really can't imagine they set these timelines up long ago, nor do they
God.
care for them to tie in other than an observation. The same way Portal ties into Half-Life, if I can be current, which isn't at all, except that it's loosely referenced.
Yeah, occasionally people say the word
really?
Black Mesa.
And that's okay.
Can I
Those
please?
are wonderful things
Can
to
I
find.
please?
I think so with that the Zelda timeline. So there's been posited some, pretty good
God.
evidence.
I just feel like only recently did Nintendo start being like, oh yeah,
Just
we
push
should
the
acknowledge the
box some
timeline
more.
somehow.
I know. I gotta push it back. I was pushing it out to get the heart in it, and in the process got hurt again. So
Yeah, man, did you get that? You get your heart on?
yeah, I did.
All right.
That's what happened.
Rock and roll, rock and roll.
And little kick it. No.
Whoa!
Don't you do it.
Careful.
Kick in the box.
Kick in the box again. Kicking it in the end.
Yeah. That really brings me back to a time and place. Ocarina, Mr. Show.
Mr. Show, that's it.
I'll take some.
Aw.
What?
Oh man, the Onion AV Club had a pretty good My Year of Flops yesterday for Run Ronnie Run.
Really? I don't dislike Run Ronnie Run.
It's got major issues.
I don't know. What major issues?
Well, David Koechner is
You don't like David
too
Koechner,
much.
but that was like the first time you did that character in a major role.
I don't like David Koechner.
I can't see why.
And then, well, it was funny. I listened to a podcast recently where that comedy Death Ray, and Matthew Sweet was on it, and he was talking to Scott Aukerman, where he's like, "Oh man, Mr. Show, you guys were the funniest. I loved Run Ronnie Run." He's like, "Oh really? You did? I hate that movie so much. I can't. I hate that I worked on it. I hate."
That didn't like the
More
movie.
lizards.
This is all relevant. It's the game and this show were on at the same time.
Yes.
The movie ended their long-standing good relationship with their director because he just threw them out and
Yeah,
no more input, guys, on your movie. I got this.
I'll make your movie for you.
Okay, just swing at me.
But even Bob, I read a quote from Bob Odenkirk last night was that he got sick of it. That he was like, I'm not particularly proud of this movie at all, so I'm not going to fight for a slightly better version of it to be seen.
I remember following that really terrible website, Run Ronnie Run. I would go every day, and they updated it once every 4 months with a new short video clip. And then finally, on bobanddavid.com, they're like, "What's the status on Run Ronnie Run?" Like, we don't care. We're letting it go. We're letting it go.
It exists, and you can watch it if you want to.
I really feel like I would chase that until the point where I look really pathetic. If I had a major Hollywood picture out there.
They've had their heart broken by
Yeah. Well, I mean, what other than Run Ronnie Run did they? I mean, they know they're both in bit.
They made a pilot for HBO.
They've made Bob Odenkirk and David Cross have both made a lot of pilots for a lot of people.
They made one specifically for HBO recently.
Oh yeah.
And I forget what they said.
Yeah, there was
about
that whole story about, hey, we're working together again on HBO, and David Cross was going to work on an airline magazine or something.
Yeah, he was playing himself in a gated community.
Yes.
So
now that those fucks are finally dead.
we can stop talking about
I
Mr.
have
Show.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
Mr. Show, Carolyn. Mr. Show. We can go back to talking about Snoopy.
Snoopy, we were talking about.
Yeah.
I remember on their commentaries they talked
hit
about how
hit both of the eyeballs with your shilling shots,
Booyah.
like naughty children in 80s Japan did.
When's this game coming out on 3DS?
June 7th?
And
19th.
19th, I believe.
Is the date today or when this is?
We are recording this on April
28th.
28th. Yes, I'm trying to get a head start on this.
I'm really lost.
So we're doing this. Gonna paste these out.
hate
Bomb
it.
bag. Finally, have bombs.
Again, I was telling you guys that we shouldn't even bother because the world's going to end May 21st.
true.
So
That's true.
nobody's even going to hear this.
Yeah, apparently Christ is going to become self-aware. I just got a message from our last podcast, Ocarina 148, which a lot of people liked.
No, it did really well. It was a great episode.
Finally
That's what
got-
hurt my feelings was that I had been on 4 in a row, and
Oh,
then
I
when
know.
I am not on, then it's like, oh, this is our best episode in a
Yeah,
long
it's like,
time.
once you weren't there, we could really cut loose all this game bullshit. No.
So here's a hint. When the skull sees red.
But I did get
Might as well
the
say when
first
you-
hate mail for bashing religion because
Oh, yeah?
Diana was on explaining how Passover works,
Right.
and I was accused of being respectful towards Judaism and not enough towards Christianity.
Really?
Yes.
God.
It, by someone I like, and I'm like, dude, fine. Your religion is beautiful, man, but I don't owe it anything. And if all this shit that I do like religion, but all the shit religion's accused of, like, you can't be the butt of a joke.
Yeah, I
Go
know.
fuck yourself.
Uh-oh.
This is not the place. This
Isn't
is
it?
not the forum.
Isn't it? This is a spiritual game.
Speaking of,
Let's move on.
Speaking
Just
of religion, can I say that
There we go.
the word Dodongo to me sounds like the sound of breasts bouncing?
Ah.
It does.
I don't know. I'll let you know. I'm gonna run down the stairs
I
in my
never
next
thought
cigarette
about
pick.
that.
Let me see what sound it makes.
All right. So now that you drop bombs into both of those,
I'm really worried about that. We might have to appear
Eyeballs.
in a video where we run in slow motion, and I got like jiggly boo.
Well, I feel like
Oh.
if I wrote a manga or something, and I had to put a sound to,
Dodongo.
it would be
let's just,
I think of Dodongo as a cartoon mouse hitting
see what's
somebody's
over
nutset like a speed bag.
I just giggled over and over as a kid because it said dong in it.
I
And it's
remember.
wasted because my wallet's full.
I
Like
remember-
real life.
I remember a similar
So
thing
just-
happened with we had a former coworker, Christian Nut, and you just laughed at the name Nut and didn't even think of the idea
Not
of
until-
Christian Nut.
Not until he
Yeah.
appeared on our show after he quit working here on a podcast where he played clips from Shirley Phelps Roper. I think you pointed it out. Shirley Phelps Roper, Christian Nut. Are we getting this? Are
I
we getting
still
this?
didn't put it together until he went to work for Gama Sutra, and they actually had comments on their site. And I saw a comment saying, "Oh, well, that's obviously a pseudonym." And I'm like, why would they say that? And then long pause. Oh.
I'm Thumper Bible.
Just, will you please target the one thing in the room?
Use a Z target, fuck.
Navi just wants to hang around.
I have.
Would you guys say Navi or Navi? Now I want to say Navi after the hit
Navi?
film Avatar.
It's Navi.
Navi, but doesn't she have like 6 A's and like an apostrophe in there or something?
No, it's totally normal.
It's short for navigation.
Navigation.
Hey.
In the movie?
Yep, in the movie.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see how that character battle plays out. Who is gonna win?
It's already happened.
Is it up? Has it gone up?
When this
Oh,
posts, man,
yes.
that's long gone.
Well, I mean today. Like, has it happened today?
It got delayed today.
It did?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's going up Saturday this time.
It went up Saturday to huge
Aug-
acclaim.
to August 30th. Totally
Yes.
happened.
And you should go look at it to prove us right.
To prove that it happened to us.
That it was very successful.
Why wouldn't you target it? It's the one thing in front of you, you loser. Terrible
Come
fucking
on.
targeting. Dead.
There we go.
Taking
Oh,
its
man.
sweet time.
All that's left is a sack of nuts. What's the back?
Just like real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
I
all.
liked,
That's all he
uh,
scrote.
I like the Navi and
I got
Majora's
Carolyn.
Mask a
She's the
bit
only one
more.
left.
The Majora's Mask Navi was a bit more tolerable.
The what?
The
Tattle?
Yeah, Tattle, I guess it was. I don't know. He wasn't as. I think what bothers me most about Navi is that she's kind of like a do-gooder, or like a.
I like Navi. I think I'm the only one that I know. I like Navi. I
I
like
kn-
her voice.
she's
I
like
think
an
she's cute.
A student kind of Tracy Flick type.
Well, if you do what you're told, she doesn't bug you that much.
No, even if you do what you're told, like, even playing this, I'm clearly walking to Death Mountain. Hey! What? You should go to Death Mountain. I am. I'm walking there. She interrupts me when I'm in Death Mountain. Have you gone to Death Mountain yet? Yes. You're with me. You're sitting on my stupid shoulder. I know. I'm blowing out the mic.
You are projecting today, son. Good for you.
I know. Oh, whoops. I forgot I walked out of the room. So they're back.
Somebody stepped in bad shit.
Hey, what's your favorite Zelda sound effect?
I do like, obviously we like the I've used that a lot. I've used it a lot I've said it during sex.
Do you say it or do you sing the chime? Or do you just go dan dan dan?
I just downloaded a bunch of them and you noticed it instantly and I put together what sound like it's called FAP on my soundboard for Talk Radar that sounds like, and like, everybody, I played that first couple podcasts. Everybody laughs except for Brett. It's like, that's Link running through water. That's exactly what it was. But like Link over and over again, it just.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just like, I can't unhear it. It's like.
But I sped it up and.
So this is the end of dog racing.
Is it?
So you blow this up, and then down here is old Dodongo, the giant fiery dinosaur, or whatever he's called.
Holy shit.
Now, this is a boss from Zelda 1. He was the boss of the second labyrinth, and you fought 2 of them, I believe. And
He doesn't like smoke.
Dodongo dislikes the smoke. So, once again, he lives in the one. He lives next to the thing that kills him.
That's the hint.
Bomb flowers. Oh, colors.
I've seen the screen of his mouth open.
No, it's
pretty
looks a lot
good
better
in the
now.
3DS version.
He doesn't just have a throat texture.
So you basically
Oh!
you throw bombs in his mouth, it swallows him, and then you want to get the F away because he's going to roll.
Can I say too
Oh, wait.
that
Maybe I need to hurt him.
just so that no one comments, I know that the actual standard sound for breasts bouncing is Yeah.
I like the Dodongo.
I do too.
I like the Dodongo. In fact, I'm going to open up a club and pilot that.
That sounds really mean. Like, that seems like a bad way to go.
Whoa.
Bombs
Excuse me, buddy.
in your inside.
In your mouth.
He shouldn't open his mouth so wide. It's his fault.
He shouldn't have been down here where I shouldn't have. He shouldn't have let me walk into his house and kill him.
I know, right? Like, you weren't even like. He wasn't even doing nothing.
I feel like there must have been some like piece of dialogue
Where'd he
that.
get off? Link wasn't invited in here. He just walked through all this elaborate setup, killing every single piece of indigenous wildlife.
Well, I was asked by the.
You said Shadow of the Colossus is sad. You're about to smite this beast forever so you can pick up a fucking puzzle here. So I disagree with this game on principle now.
He set up shop here, and the Gorons need this thing cleared out so they can eat more rocks or whatever it is.
That's all Gorons.
I'm killing one race to save another.
That
But they're
sounded racist.
Gorons. They're
just
like
a-
really big doozers.
Their mothers.
Come on, you've lived as a Goron if you play Majora's Mask. They have a great society.
Yes.
I do like their music.
It's full of it's full
I
of
do,
art
I do.
and shit.
I'm being a devil's advocate because, man, I'm really sick of all this pro Zelda bullshit.
I don't fully understand why they can't cover this. Was that question asked of the?
You know, it didn't come up. Look out! Please.
You didn't throw it.
Oh, it almost worked anyway. No one ever has come up with a peaceful coexistence plan, and that kind of sucks. The Gorons, they do look like a simple lot. They don't even have pants. All they have is like tribal tattoos.
Really?
No, yeah, they no pants.
Come on.
Yes!
There you go.
Uh-oh.
That is one for the highlight reel.
And then.
So sad.
And then now, all I did was hit him, and now he's like, must roll into only thing that will burn my untouchable skin. Oh, the lava pit.
Great shame on my family.
Well, his insides are in such horrible pain, he just wants to end it.
What a world. That's mind-boggling.
And then he's going to just... And he,
Do a Wicked Witch impression in the voice of Macho. My pretty.
but then, yeah, grab your heart piece.
Wait, what are we going to discuss? Can you leave without it?
You can.
Okay.
We're not doing
But you can come back to it fairly easily.
I'm not sure, actually.
I
about
thought that blue thing is a gateway.
It's
That's
a
the gateway out.
Gateway out, yeah, yeah.
that.
But
Just so they don't make you walk through it
I
again.
But you
do
can't
like,
go back in
looking
like
at this thing, too.
Oh my goodness. Look at that shit.
Yeah. So that's the second dungeon. Whoa.
It's a No 64 and a butt shell.
There were 2 Scatullas in here, I believe. And then you'll notice I don't have just the heart from last episode as well. There's an extra heart. So there's 4 heart pieces I've got since then, which is in the guide in the text of the article as well. So I'm just
Wow.
going to walk in here.
That
And
implies
off-
you played Zelda today instead of being miserable. I disagree with that.
There was misery involved.
Okay.